3, 2, 1.
What's up, guys? This is Masked Noob with the NFL Week 14 picks. And real quick, I'll put a thing saying what time the picks start. It'll only be about a minute. So we got 15 subscribers and over 300 views on our last week's picks, and that's awesome. Like, I didn't even know it'd be more than like 5 views, to be honest. So what I'm gonna do is, I'd love it if you subscribed, liked, whatever, so then I would do this more often, maybe more kinds of videos, what have you. But so real quick, wrestling heel promo is basically like when a bad guy just rips, shreds, roasts somebody else. So any team, NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, whatever, or a specific player, you want me to do a heel promo on them, rip them to shreds, whatever. Like, I'm an Oakland fan, so I'd love one on Kansas City. But any team, any player, comment it. I will make a video, and I will shout you out, and I'll put your name somewhere in the video. So, if nobody does it, that's totally cool. That's totally cool. I just thought it was kind of a fun idea, and, yeah, I was really happy. So, hey, let's get into what you guys clicked on this video for. We got New Orleans as a 1.5 point favorite at Atlanta. That's easy. The Saints. Fuck the Falcons. Bruh. Because I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if them and Kansas City had a little meeting and were like, hey, how do we disappoint people this year? But the Falcons will make the playoffs, don't get me wrong, but the Saints are rolling. They are destroying. They are great, and I don't want to say they won't lose till the playoffs, but I think they'll go 13-3. So they're great. We got Detroit as a 1-point road favorite at Tampa Bay Bucks. Boy, the Bucks suck ass. And Detroit has let me down constantly. I'm gonna go with Detroit. I'm gonna pencil that in. I have the picks right here in front of me, but Detroit's gonna win because Tampa Bay just sucks ass. That's pretty much what that is. Sorry. I promised myself I wouldn't pick the Lions, and I swear, if the Lions lose this game, I don't care who they're playing, I'm picking against them. We got Cincinnati at home, 6-point favorites against the Bears. That one is also kind of like, yeah, that's easy. Cincinnati, they played really tough against Pittsburgh. They're gonna beat the Bears. The Bears suck. God, they fucking suck. They lost to the 49ers, who are, they're not winless, but, yeah, no, Cincinnati's gonna beat them. Got Buffalo at home as a 4-point favorite against the Colts. Here we go. First upset. The Colts will cover, obviously, because that's how I pick these. And they will win. The Colts will win.
Bruh.
There you go. Indianapolis isn't as bad. They're not a joke. I know Jacksonville just tore them apart, but, Buffalo's really nothing to write home about. So Buffalo makes a few mistakes. All of a sudden, for Christ's sake, they put up 3 against New England. I'm pretty sure them and Indianapolis are around the same plane as far as, where they're at. So taking the Colts. We got Jacksonville 2.5-point favorites at home against the Seahawks. This is easy, or it should be, and I'm going to tell you why. So, not only does Jacksonville have a great secondary, and they have great corners who can cover, they have an insanely vicious defensive line, and Seattle has an abysmal offensive line. I did not do very good at math, but I know that means Russell Wilson is in a fuck ton of trouble. A fuck ton. Yeah. So, he's going to be running around, and normally he can make space, but with Ramsey and, I think he's going to get into trouble, as he does every week, but I think that Jacksonville has the pieces to get it done. And I think they're just going to pound away on Seattle, and I think that Jacksonville's going to win. Kansas City is a favorite against Oakland. Man, that sucks as a Raider fan just to see that. But here's the good news. The Raiders are going to win. You can call me a homer. Fuck you. the Raiders are going to win because Kansas City has decided to just take the rest of the season off. And I'm pretty much never going to pick against Oakland unless it's, I mean, I'm not going to be ridiculous. I am trying to do this seriously, but, you know. Got Minnesota as a 2.5-point road favorite at Carolina. This game is either going to be really good or really bad. And Minnesota's going to win because they just keep winning. They keep winning and nobody can stop them, man. It's like I thought the Rams were for sure going to beat them and they just held them. And I don't think Carolina's offense is anything to write home about. So Minnesota's just going to keep the score really low and they're going to win like they've done all year. So, you know, if you're a Viking fan, you have really got to be impressed with how they've played this year. Got Green Bay, 3.5-point favorites on the road at Cleveland. That's it? That's kind of surprising. Yeah, Green Bay's going to win. I think Cleveland's not going to win all year. You can quote me as saying that. I don't care. But this team could lose to Alabama. This team wouldn't even make the college football playoff because they're so goddamn bad. I can't believe it. Like, you just look at it, and it's like the defense isn't that bad. The defense has some good pieces, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. They're a joke. And I just don't know what to say. You know, I was really, like, apologetic last video. I was like, you know, I don't want to, you know, but you know what? Fuck them. They suck. You want to impress me? Win a goddamn game. Houston at home is a 3-point favorite against San Francisco. Here's something else. I know a lot of people are doing this as their, you know, cool little thing, but I think San Francisco's got this. I think they'll cover, but I think they'll win. You know, it's such a small thing that if they cover, they'll probably win anyways. Yeah, I think they'll win. Why not? We got the Chargers at home, 6-point favorites against the Washington Redskins. Yeah. I think the Chargers are going to beat them. I hope that Oakland does pretty well leading up to the end of the season. And I think that the Chargers will also follow suit. And I think that the division is going to come down to that final game between the Raiders and the Chargers. And that would be pretty exciting, honestly. I'd like to see that. So the Chargers are going to win. Probably by 10, I would say. Probably like 30-20. The Jets are 1-point favorites at Denver. Really, that's fascinating because Denver's decided to fuck the rest of the season in the ass. Because they do not give a damn who they play. They're going to look like shit. They played Miami, and Miami is not the worst team, but they're not great. And Miami looked like superstars against Denver, so the Jets are going to win because I think the Jets are better than Miami. Jets are going to win, and I think it's going to be like 38-17. I think the Jets are going to just spank them. Good for the Jets. Yeah. Tennessee is a 3-point favorite at Arizona, and much like their counterparts Jacksonville, Tennessee will fall to the Cardinals. Don't know why, but they will. Arizona's just one of those teams, man. They're just they could have me playing quarterback and they'd have a chance. They're just tricky and annoying. So I think the Cardinals are going to win. Got the game of the week. The game of the week, hopefully, is going to be the Rams at home, 2.5-point favorites against the Philadelphia Eagles. And the Eagles are going to lose again. Hopefully the wheels don't fall off that wagon. Hopefully this is a great game. And I'd be happy with either outcome, honestly, because both these teams are just so fun to watch. I think the Rams get it. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be like 38-35, which would mean the Rams do cover. So, go Rams, kind of. Then we have Dallas. 1.5-point favorites against the Giants. And I saw this. And the Giants are going to win. They are. Or they'll at least cover, because I think it'll be within 3 if they lose. But I think they will win just because they hated that fucking idiot McAdoo so much that Eli's going to come out like a house on fire. And they're going to actually beat the Cowboys. Because the Cowboys, they're not bad. They showed that against Washington. They are not bad. They are not a joke. But thinking that the Giants are a joke, you know, and sometimes it changes pace with your coach or whatever, really helps out a team. They all hated McAdoo. They all wanted him gone. He's gone. They're going to play for something. So I'm going to give the Giants, I'm going to give them that. So G-Men get it. And then the last game, because Pittsburgh can't be scheduled outside of primetime apparently, we get Pittsburgh at home, 5.5-point favorites against Baltimore. Pittsburgh's going to win. I keep picking against Baltimore, and I will continue to do so because I don't know. But the reason with this is Pittsburgh's at home, and they're unstoppable at home. So I went 10-6 last week with the odds. That's pretty good. Just bring it, baby.